Debate. It is your host with the most, Big Chief, and here we are going to discuss the top 10 NBA players under 25. And stick to the end of the video because I have a shocking number one. Other than that, if you enjoy this content, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment. Please, I would love to comment and debate with you guys in the comments. So let's do that. Other than that, we're going to get straight into this video, starting with number 10, which is the Memphis Grizzlies. 23 years old, 6'10", 242-pound power forward / center. Very versatile defender, defensive player of the year. And I'm expecting a big leap from him. I think he's going to surpass 20 points per game and do fairly well as long as he touch up on his efficiency. Getting more shots up from the three-point line, maybe doing some more pick and rolls with Ja Morant. Well, Ja Morant's going to be going the first 25 games, so one of the big reasons why I have him 10, I expect him to take a huge leap forward within the offense. And I'm going to go into the second one. The Magic made a lot of moves, and I expect for it to benefit him, especially open up a lot more shots. I expect him to take a better leap. Already shooting a lot of free throws, so, he's going to be shooting a lot more, So coming off of 20 points per game, 7 rebounds, 3.7 assists. I would like for him to be better defensively. I think he has potential to do that, to be a more positive defender. So I expect him to take that leap. Anytime you get a rookie that could drop 20 points per game in 72 games, it's always a good thing, and it's always good to start off right in your career. So I have him number 9. 1-year-old, 6'7" point guard from Charlotte. I expect Brandon Miller and the return of Miles Bridges to actually take a load off. I think his points per game might stay around the same or drop maybe even to not below 20, but around 20 points per game. But I do think with the extra help, his efficiency will increase. He shot 41%. I'd rather have him be like around 44. I think that's an adequate percentage for him to be at, considering all the things he already do. And maybe just overall just improve the defense. But his playmaking and creativeness on the floor is just unmatched. So I think having him at 8 is pretty good. I would have him higher, but I need to see him actually start all his stats to begin to lead to winning basketball right now. Even though he led his teams to the play-in, I think it's time for him to take that leap to lead that team to the playoffs. So that's my take for number 8 for LaMelo Ball. Even though he averaged 26 points per game with over 10 assists at okay efficiency, and him being the size that he is, you have to give some credit where credit is due. My issue is now with him is ever since the Eastern Conference appearance, how is he going to play with other people? He's struggling to play off ball. He's a defensive liability, and I think it's kind of limiting when you have only an offensive guard who can't really defend and who doesn't move without the ball. So I'd like to see him improve upon that. If not, we have to start raising the question, like, how far can a Trae Young-led team really go? That is the question. So I'm a little bit more critical on him because I think he's very talented offensively. Defensively, there's nothing he really could do, but at least ease up the offense by being a little bit more moving the ball, moving around more and all that other kind of stuff. So I expect more from Trae Young. And that is the 6'5" point guard from Indiana, Tyrese Halliburton. Essentially, he's everything what you want Trae Young to be, but taller and actually doing all the stuff that needs to be done. He's easy to play with. His efficiency is very good. He got hit with a little bit of injury bug, only playing 56 games, but we look to have him improve. But overall, 6'5" guard who can give you 20 and 10, play really good defense, and actually shoot super efficiently. I think he shot over 40% since he came into the league. He's essentially everything you want Trae Young to be, but better and taller and 1 year younger. So I really like Tyrese Halliburton. I wanted to put him in my top 5. I'm a huge fan of his, but I just can't put him over the next person that I have 5, even though, he has a lot of an injury history. It's really hard for me to put him over Tyrese Halliburton, but here we have Zion Williamson, 23-year-old, 6'6", 284-pound power forward in New Orleans, and only 29 games played, but man, when he plays, and hopefully he's able to stay healthy. That 3-point percentage, I would like to keep that percentage while also increasing the volume. That's 37% only on less than 1 attempt per game. So it would be nice for him to get that up. But overall, I just think he just need to be available. It doesn't get better than 26, 7, and 5 on a nightly basis. So as long as he improved that, he should be good. And overall, that's really it. It's just really hard to. I struggle really putting him over Tyrese. I really like Tyrese's game. So, but you guys heard me talk about him enough. Where's the 21-year-old wing player from Minnesota? And overall, I just, is there really anything you need me to say? You know, very competitive player. 79 games played. Super competitive. Always giving the fans what they want. 25.6 rebounds and 4 assists. Is there really anything he needs to improve? Maybe just getting more shot attempts, you know? I'm looking forward to seeing what that supporting cast do, especially with Jay McDaniels improving as a player. I think they're going to create a nice tandem on the wings with him and McDaniels. So I'm looking forward to that. And then overall, just team success. You know, I would love to have Anthony Edwards on my team if I was running an organization. So overall, he's my number 4. Now, I know he's serving that 25-game suspension, but man, when he plays, he's really good. So overall, I think his only improvement he really needs is really just maybe just being a better defender, maybe just be an average defender, maybe slightly above average, and then improving that 3-point percentage, only shooting 31% on low volume at that. So really just improving that. I think he'll go a lot far improving that jumper, or at least adding a more of a midi. So that's my take on that. Begins Luka Doncic at number 2 for me, even though he's 24 years old, a 6'7" guard / wing, 32 points with 8.6 assists and 8.6 rebounds and 8 assists. Really, we have to ask a question. He's had some form of help in some form of way with different players, and we have to start asking the question, can people really play with Luka Doncic? Now, I'm not denying his talent. I think he's an insanely great player. But I'm critical on him and Trae Young because they're very, generational offensive talents. And you have to start raising the question, when you get certain players to play with them, why are these players not playing good? And then essentially they break off and go to a different team and play a lot more efficiently. Like you look at Porzingis, Kyrie goes there, they're not even able to make the playoffs. So he needs to improve that defense. He needs to be able to drop that usage rate down. And I know people always like to say, well, he doesn't have no real help. So it's hard because I'm very critical on him. So I have him at 2. I think my number 1 makes the game easier to really watch because Luka, again, doesn't really play off ball or play any defense. But he's still a generational talent, and I must admit that. So hopefully, let's see what him and Kyrie is able to do. And hopefully he improved that off-ball play and just be somewhat of an average or slightly above average defender, being a 6'7" guard. So we'll go from there. And I'm willing to talk and debate in the comments. So please, let me know how dumb I am in the comments. Alexander, I am a huge fan of his game. I know he's 25 already, but at the time of this recording, he was not 25. So I've committed. First team All-NBA, 31 points per game, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Amazing. Pretty good efficiency. Probably improving that 3-point will be better. But I just like what OKC is doing. I like heading into the next season, that team they have, and I think he's going to benefit tremendously well, which is why the reason I have him over Luka is just the ability for people to play with him. Even though OKC has done a great job of surrounding him with talent, but we're not going to deny that Luka did not have some form of talent with him. it seems like it's easier to play with SGA, and I just look forward to seeing how that OKC team looks. And some people might call me crazy, but I'm a huge SGA fan. I think I'm looking forward to seeing how he plays next year. And right now, he's my number one. Stay tuned for more Big Chief sports talk. And I know you guys are upset, so please let me know how dumb I am in the comments, and let me know what you would change on this list. Please let me know. Other than that, drop a like, subscribe, comment, and let's have a lot of chit chat, controversial sports debates. I'm out.